I stole my son's secret Brainrot in Roblox. My son Cornelius was always a great kid. He loved riding his bike, playing soccer, until last month. That's when he discovered the game Steal a Brainrot, and he was lost. His life turned into a chase for virtual creatures. He spoke a language I didn't understand, something about rainbow mutations, waiting for a Candy Aurora event, and needing to rebirth. His entire allowance went to Robux to buy game passes and boosts. Talking to him was useless. He was in another world. The breaking point came last weekend. He refused to go on a family bike ride because, as he claimed, he had to guard his base, where he kept his newest, most valuable treasure. It was a secret Brainrot called Los Tralaleritos. That's when I knew I had to take a different approach. If I couldn't pull him out of this game, I would go in there after him and let that virtual world show him its own brutal truth. That same evening, I created an anonymous Roblox account. I took out my credit card and bought Robux, a pure, shameless advantage bought with money. The moment came at dinner. My wife called for Cornelius. "Cornelius, come for dinner!" A shout came from his room. "In a minute!" I'm guarding something. I waited, tense. My wife, however, was not having it. "Cornelius, right now! Your food is getting cold!" I heard him get up from his computer with a sigh of irritation. I heard his footsteps on the stairs. This was my chance. I quickly logged into my account. I found his base. I walked up to his souped-up cage with several floors. I clicked on it. A window popped up. "Do you want to open the cage with Robux?" I clicked yes. The cage opened silently. I grabbed Los Tralaleritos, carried it to my base, and logged out. The entire operation took 10 seconds. Cornelius ate his dinner in a hurry and ran back to his room, and I waited. I didn't wait long. A scream came from upstairs, a scream filled with pain, betrayal, and childish despair. "No! My Los Tralaleritos! Someone stole it!" A moment later, he burst into the living room, iPad in hand, tears streaming down his face. "Dad, someone robbed me. They broke into my base. I was only gone for a few minutes. It's impossible. How?" he yelled, showing me the empty cage in the game. I feigned sympathy. I sat down next to him. "I'm so sorry, son," I said. "And this player, how did he do it? Did he have some kind of super hammer?" Cornelius looked at me, sniffing. "No, worse. He just paid. He bought access with Robux and opened my base while I was gone. It's cheating." I nodded with understanding. This was the crucial moment. "So you're saying that someone with more real money took advantage of the moment you stepped away from the computer, and with no effort at all, took everything you worked for all week?" I asked quietly. Cornelius froze. He stopped crying. He looked at me, and I saw something new in his eyes. Understanding. "Well, yeah," he answered, his voice barely a whisper. I leaned in a little closer. "And son, what have you been doing with the money your grandma gives you?" He didn't answer. He just sat there in silence, staring at the iPad screen, at that empty cage. A final tear rolled down his cheek. But it wasn't a tear of anger anymore. It was a tear of disappointment. The next day, for the first time in months, he didn't turn on Roblox. Instead, after breakfast, he asked, "Dad, are we still going for that bike ride?" He'll never know that I was the player who stole his beloved Brainrot. He doesn't need to. Sometimes the best lesson isn't taught by a father, but by a nameless thief on the internet. And the $100 I spent on Robux, that was the price for my son's ticket back to the real world. The best investment I ever made.